guys, this is Megan from You Go to Be Kidding. It's been a icy, cold couple of days. We had a bunch of rain that froze overnight, so everything is coated in a layer of ice. And today it actually sounds like it's raining. It's cool. All the trees are iced over. You can see all these little icicles on all the ends, and then they're melting, so it's like it's raining. And you can hear it. It sounds like rain, but it's just the ice. It's not quite as cold today. The ice is melting off, and we are still on lamb watch. So these silly ewes, their bellies are getting bigger, their udders are getting bigger, and I'm trying to watch for their bellies to drop. And every day it seems like they're getting closer and closer, but they just like to tease me. It's now been a month since I thought they were close. It's been well over a month because it was right after Christmas when I thought they were getting close. And that's just my inexperience. And we put Sean in with them, and I've never actually seen him do his job. Obviously he does, but so I don't have a good date to go by. So let me show you these girls and how it looks like they're getting really close, and we'll go check out some other stuff on the farm today too. So this is our lamb Lambert. He was born April of 2022, and we were supposed to process him this winter, but as you can tell, he is so little. We think that he had coccidia as a lamb, and that just really stunted his growth. So he really just eats the grass. One extra little sheep is not a huge deal in terms of cost. He's not eating a ton. But you can see his just overall body condition doesn't look. Let me go up. You can see his hips are pretty scrawny. Hi, buddy. And he just doesn't have great condition. And he struggled with a limp, kind of like his brother who got paralyzed and passed away. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but we're just hoping that he seems to be in good health now, at least. And so we're hoping he'll put on some weight, especially as spring comes and the grass grows, and hopefully another year will work. But this is Luna, and she is looking nice and round and fat. The thing I have been noticing all morning, I didn't get it on camera, but when Lambert moves quickly, he like drags his back leg. And I think he must have had that selenium deficiency. I think he must have struggled from white muscle disease too, and I think we just caught it in time. And so he didn't die, but man, I don't know what that means for him as he gets older. I don't know if he will fill out or not. I don't know. Sorry, buddy. This is Luna. So I am watching this side here, and I keep trying to look from behind, and it looks like, I feel like Spots is actually worse. So what I'm looking at is her hip bones, and then to the right, and how it like dips down. So on the left side, of course she's gonna poop for us, and you can actually see her vulva is really swollen, and her udder looks huge today. Can't really get super close to her. She doesn't really want me to get super close. She looks huge. So I am just praying that we actually get some lambs today. I'll leave these girls alone. But here's Spots. So I'm gonna get behind her. This is our other sheep, and I felt like she was looking nasty. And even the fact that thank you, you guys are gross. But going pee and pooping all the time, it can actually be a precursor to labor as well, because they're getting more and more uncomfortable. But do you see how low her belly is there? And then looking up along her spine and her hips. If she'll let me get behind, I don't need to be close. I just want to be behind you. Okay. Oh. Hi, sheep. Let me see. So but she is kind of dragging. She's slow. Anyway, I'm trying to show on the back of her spine. I can maybe even show it better on Luna here if I can stay behind her. along their spine. It's not as easy to tell here, but the right side is the babies, and it kind of sinks down more than the left side, and the left side is lunch there. I feel like it's more obvious on the other sheep, and her udder looks huge too, much rounder today than they were. Well, I'm praying that they give birth this afternoon so it can make it on this week's video, because today is Thursday and I've got to get it done today, but we'll see. Okay, so from front on, this, yes, she turned, there it is. That right side is so low. I want lambs, they're so cute. It's actually supposed to be warm for a couple of days. I think today's still pretty cold, so it wouldn't be the worst thing if they waited another day. The goats, on the other hand, they like to stay in the barn. They think it's actually raining because they can hear it, so they won't go out. They have the back side of the barn right now. It's open. They've got their fence out there. I haven't seen them outside at all today. Goats hate the rain. They think they're melting. It's Ivy behind me. She is actually set to kid. Her due date is 3 weeks. So just under 3 weeks. And the goats, we actually know when they were bred. So we have much more accurate dates. There's obviously still a window. They're it's usually about a 10-day window that they can usually give birth in. And I have records of Ivy's past 2 births. And so I think she normally goes around day 150. I'll have to look at my records. But she is getting pretty close. Her udder is getting bigger, but it's not at all full looking or anything, and her belly is nice and round. But that will be really exciting to have goat kids on the farm, and so it would be pretty amusing if she ends up giving birth before those sheep, but I don't think that's possible. The sheep are definitely close. Their udders are huge, but you never know. Every time a farmer says that their animal's close, it takes longer. So yeah, the goats are doing well. They're out here. They're all looking very fluffy in their winter coats. I'll turn the camera around and show you them. Hello, Cedar and Elrond. Elrond still stinks a little, so it's always a game of don't touch me. And Tansy is looking good. Hey, girl. Starting to get a little chubby. And Mr. Fox and Socks is looking really good. They're also puffed up because of the cold. It's very cute. So, and then Ivy is over here and her big old belly. I wonder how many you got in there, lady. Yes. Hey, Mama. Hi, Ivy. You're a good girl. Oh, so I just realized that Ivy is only 3 weeks away from kidding. And we have not cleaned out the barn. We are not ready for that at all. I just made sure that they had some salt. We always make sure to give them the Redmond salt with selenium. This seems to be a pretty low selenium area, and that is what I think was messing with our lambs this year. So we gave them more of that, but 3 weeks. So we need to come in here. We need to clean out the stalls. We need to get fresh wood chips in there and just get them all cleaned up. They've been in since last year because it doesn't hurt anything. And the goats are not in the barn except during the winter. So they're in here now, and we need to make sure that we get in and get this all cleaned out. And we are still working on final bits and pieces of our kitchen. So each weekend has been taken up with kitchen stuff and not barn things. So we have a new project on our horizon. I had not realized we were so close. So, hey, girl. I was trying to figure out what to talk about for this week's video, and just thinking about stuff, and just thinking about how I've been waiting for these sheep forever. And I was just thinking about how important being able to wait well is, and how especially life on a farm teaches you that waiting is just essential. We have to wait. We have to wait for things to grow. We have to wait for animals to give birth. We have to wait for the seasons to change. And I don't know, I think there's been a lot of good in learning to wait well. It requires a lot of patience. I think especially in our culture where we can get anything instantly, Amazon can deliver the same day. In some places it can deliver within a few hours. We don't like to wait anymore. We don't like to wait online. or anything. And I don't know, I feel like there's been a lot of good things that come. Winter, there's so much to look forward to, into spring, into the babies on the farm, and the garden coming back to life, and the grass starting to grow again. But I don't want to lose sight of the waiting. This season of waiting is like, I can look forward to the hope of the next season and all the good things that are coming. But I really like to rest and enjoy this season too, because right now we don't have to get up at a certain time. We don't have any animals depending on us to milk them at a certain time. We have a door that opens for our chickens, so they're not waiting on us. And we can just rest and enjoy this time of waiting. And there's always a million things to do on our to-do list, but it's just been good. It's a good season. I have to remind myself that the grass will come alive, and the plants will grow, and the animals will grow, and we will have a ton of work to do. And so the season where we can wait and we can just watch and be restful is really, really important. So if you haven't taken a moment to rest in winter, or if your schedule doesn't allow it, see what you can do to change and really focus on finding ways to rest in the season you're in. Not only is there resting and waiting, but I think there's also, it's important to look for the things that are happening. So I am looking here in this garden container, and I've got all these dead plants, and they're frozen, and the ice is just on these plants. This is my what is it? Not lemon thyme, lemon balm. There we go, lemon balm, and where my holy basil was, and these plants are just dead and gone, and that's okay. And this is my yarrow, but the yarrow is peeking through. There is new life here already. And so it's just a matter of, where do you look? What is your perspective? And what are you waiting for? And it's just fun to be constantly taught to wait and to look for the good among the cold and frozen and dead things. And it's just been such a blessing to myself for sure, and our family. And we hope you can look for the good as well. And thanks for watching. We will see you next week.